What is it with hospital food? Welcome to SHAPEFIXER. It's Wednesday. It's WTF Wednesday. And this is the day where we highlight something that is complete BS and utterly ridiculous and have a good old complain about it. My mother was in hospital last week for 4 days, and I want to tell you about that and the food that she was given. I'm Andrew. I'm a nutritionist. I'm a sportsman. I am very orientated towards helping people be healthy through good nutrition. And so it drives me nuts when I go to a hospital, which is sort of, I guess, the institutional epicenter of what should be our health system in the modern world, but is in fact the center of a medical system. And there is a difference. It's not a health system that we have. It is absolutely a medical system. Now, I suspect that this is very typical of most Western modern hospitals. So share your experiences in the comments down below. Tell me what you think. Have you been through something similar? My mum is, some of you will know her. You will know her from videos that we've done. We've had her on this channel before. In fact, just over a year ago when she turned 96. She's 97 now. She's generally very healthy because she eats really well and she still gets exercise. But she's 97, there are going to be issues. And she was in hospital last week for a few days and having a number of tests. The food she was given was unbelievably bad. And you would think in a hospital of all places, at least there, you would get some decent nutrition. It was absolutely atrocious. And I suspect it's because the catering has been outsourced to a catering company of some sort that now has a contract. They are trying to provide the minimum they can get away with for the money they charge. And looking at the food, and I'm going to tell you what it was, it seems to me like the emphasis has probably been on meeting a calorie requirement and pretty much nothing else. Calories, for starters, mean nothing. And I've done videos on calories before, and I will link some of them down below here. It's a meaningless, virtually meaningless metric when it comes to nutrition. But the point of calories, if calories were even a thing, that it's an energy measure of some sort. And nutrition is about way more than energy, because you need building blocks, you need essential vitamins, you need essential amino acids from the proteins you eat, you need essential fatty acids from the fats you eat, so that you can build tissue, repair tissue, produce hormones, regulate metabolism, produce enzymes. None of that comes from calories. An example of my mother's food for breakfast, and I'm not exaggerating, a bread roll, about that big, vacuum wrapped in plastic, a dry bread roll, a little tiny tub, like that big, little disposable tub of olive oil. At least it wasn't margarine, which is toxic. We're in Spain, it was olive oil. But a dry bread roll and a little tiny, probably 3 teaspoons of olive oil, a cup of warm skimmed milk, and a piece of fruit. I think it was a kiwi fruit or something. So starch in the bread roll, gluten, no protein to speak of, no fat other than a tiny bit of olive oil, fruit, which is just fiber, which your body does not need, and sugar, so more sugar because the starch is sugar, a cup of skimmed warm milk, so all the healthy fats and the proteins that are in that part of the milk, that's all gone, and all you're left with is the milk part with the lactose, so more sugar. So here we go. There you can add up all the calories, and I go, oh, it's not a calorie deficient diet. It is a nutritionally deficient diet. It is absolutely disgusting. Lunch was very similar. Dinner was the same. It was awful. Every one of the 3 meals was built around a bread roll. I was going into the hospital taking my mother boiled eggs and cheese and little sausages and tubs of yogurt. I mean, a hospital, for goodness sake. And you think I could find anything healthy to eat in the canteen at the hospital? No, everything was pre-wrapped, highly processed, highly sugared, carbohydrate-based utter crap. So that's my complaint, is I just don't understand it. You go into a hospital needing some aspect of your health to be addressed, and you get medications and procedures and injections with this and that and the other, and surgeons and doctors and specialists coming in and out of the ward, and then they give you this utter crap to eat. Completely beyond me. We as a society have so far to go still before we get our nutrition right generally. I'm so glad that there is some awareness of it, and that more and more people are taking responsibility for their own health and actually reversing a lot of their medical conditions just by changing the way they eat. If you want to be one of those people, subscribe to this channel and I'll start going through our videos, because what I do in my videos, and I didn't mean the Wednesday video, this is when I complain about something, but most of my videos are educational videos, because I want you to understand the science behind your body's metabolism and the way it responds to what you eat, and why it's so important to understand what you should be eating and what you shouldn't be eating. So subscribe to our channel, stay close, and learn as much as you can about it, so that you can see through the BS when you get confronted with it, and you are better able to make healthier decisions. Thank you very much.